Enter the world of GraphQL resolvers, the unsung heroes behind the scenes, orchestrating every data retrieval operation with precision. A GraphQL resolver is essentially a function that determines how to fetch data corresponding to a particular field in the schema. When a user sends a query to a GraphQL server, it triggers these resolver functions to gather the required data. Diving deeper, each resolver function can access 4 specific arguments: parent, arguments, context, and info. Let's break these down with some illustrative examples. Starting with the parent argument, this is essentially the output from the previous resolver in the chain. For root-level queries, the parent often remains unused as there is no preceding resolver. Next, we encounter the arguments, commonly abbreviated as args. This is where things get interactive. Arguments are passed directly through the query, allowing the resolver to access specific data points required by the user. For instance, if a query requests a user by ID, the ID is passed as an argument. The context argument plays a crucial role in maintaining the state throughout the transaction. It's a persistent object that can carry necessary data like user authentication credentials, database connections, or custom functions across multiple resolvers during a single operation. Lastly, the info argument provides metadata about the query's execution state, such as the path of the field from the root or the exact field name being accessed. This can be particularly useful for debugging or optimizing query performance. Consider a GraphQL schema defining types like user and mutation, where resolvers define logic for fetching user data or creating new users. Here, a resolver for fetching a user might look for the user ID passed in the args and retrieve corresponding data from a database or an array. In mutations where new data is created, the resolver might take name and age from the args, create a new user, and then push this user to a database, returning the new user data as the response. Field resolvers, on the other hand, are used for fetching specific fields of a type, such as the name or age in a user type. These resolvers rely heavily on the parent argument, as they need to fetch data based on the result of the parent type resolver. Understanding GraphQL resolvers is crucial for developing efficient, scalable web applications. They are not just functions, they are the backbone of data fetching in GraphQL, ensuring that data flows seamlessly from the server to the client, tailored perfectly to the user's request. In conclusion, whether you're fetching data for a simple query or managing complex data transformations in mutations, mastering GraphQL resolvers equips you with the tools to enhance data interaction and manipulation, leading to more dynamic and robust applications.